Okay, welcome back to the Q&A, everybody. We're gonna keep it along with, now moving on to Blue Goblin. Blue Goblin asked me 6 questions. First one being, Gail Simone told me she would like to see Aquaman fight Moby Dick. Would you read that? First off, before I go any further, Blue Goblin, I am very mad at you because I am so jealous that you got to talk to Gail Simone. You got to talk to Gail Simone on Twitter. I'm a little jealous, but it's all good. You get to meet Dan Slott and Gail Simone watch your shows. I wonder if they watch mine too. Anyway, but yeah, answer your question. Yes, I would read that in a heartbeat. I mean, having a classical character like Moby Dick fight one of my favorite DC superheroes, Aquaman, would just be awesome. You know, I wonder how could Aquaman control him though? I don't know. It'd be a fun fight. It'd be like, although it'd be kind of like when Superman fought Muhammad Ali, but hey, it's all fun. 2. Should there be a Mortal Kombat animated movie in the theaters? Absolutely. I think animated you could do a lot more, especially with Mortal Kombat, and it'd have to be definitely R-rated. But yeah, a Mortal Kombat animated movie, especially based off the new MK9 game, would just be perfect. I mean, you could do such a whole lot with that anime. Just that movie and just that story alone. I mean, the gore would be a lot better, and I think it'd be a lot better. Instead of a live action movie, I think a live action movie would just kill it. But although I am liking Mortal Kombat Legacy in the direction they're going so far, but for the diehard Mortal Kombat fans and a good Mortal Kombat story, yeah, definitely an animated film, definitely for the theaters. You know how many people, Mortal Kombat fans, would flock to that? A lot. Me included. The third question is, should Final Fantasy 7, I believe. I think that's 7. I never get Roman numerals right. Final Fantasy 7 be remade for PSP. Well, the thing is, I don't have a PSP. Again, no money. But yeah, I think it would work really well. If it was remade for PSP. I think that would actually sell incredibly well, especially for PSP users, even though I'm not one of them. But yeah, I think that would work. I think a lot of people would like that. 4. Who would win the fight between Voltron and Megatron? Dude, that would be awesome. That's all I'm gonna say. That would be an awesome fight. I don't know, but that would be an awesome fight. 5. Ooh, I was hoping someone would ask me this question. Are you going to check out the Batman Arkham City comics? Yes, I am. I'm really interested in, especially with Paul Dini on a Batman book. I am always set for Paul Dini on a Batman book. I'm always like, if it's and this is going to actually explain what's going to happen, why Arkham City's like this, and I think it's going to be a really good Batman story, Batman comic. Although a lot of people like, oh, it's based off of a video game, and they usually suck. I have faith in Paul Dini, especially now that he's also doing the writing for Arkham City. So this is going to be a good tie-in to the game. So yeah, I'm going to pick it up. I think it's 4 parts, I believe, right? Yeah, I think it's 4 parts. Your final question is, are you a fan of the LEGO games? And if so, what hero or character would you like to see in the LEGO games? I'm not a huge fan of the LEGO games, but I do like the LEGO Star Wars games. I don't have them, but I usually play them when I'm over at my cousin's house. I usually play them there. I haven't played the LEGO Indiana Jones or LEGO Harry Potter games, but I do play a lot of the LEGO Star Wars games. In fact, I do like that new trailer they had for LEGO Star Wars 3, where it had the clone trooper, the LEGO clone trooper. He's like, they're all running up this hill, and there's bombs going off, and he's like, come on! And he reaches the peak, and he sees these army of LEGO droids, and he's like, oh shit! And you see him just slowly turn, like, oh shit! And just turn around and start, lose his gun, and he's running. I think that trailer's just hilarious. But, if I was to pick another LEGO game, I would definitely say... I'd have to say maybe a LEGO Superman game. That'd be kind of cool in my opinion. Maybe because I know they did LEGO Batman, which I haven't played yet either. Yeah, LEGO Superman game would be pretty cool. Another one I think would be kind of cool is maybe a LEGO Justice League or LEGO Spider-Man game. Yeah, definitely. Actually, my two biggest picks for Lego games would be Lego Superman and Lego Spider-Man. So, yeah, to answer your question, yeah, those two. But thank you for the awesome questions, Blue Goblin, and I'm still jealous of you getting to talk to Gail Simone. But it's all cool. Next up, we have Overnerd02. Overnerd asked me, yeah, one question. Do you think the people who made High School of the Dead, do you think the people of High School of the Dead can make a good Spider-Man anime, or would you have someone else in mind? First off, I do like the anime of High School of the Dead. I think it's a very cool anime. It's a total guy anime. Zombies, fan service, girls, fan service. Did I already say fan service? Yes, I did. And guns. But anyway, I'm getting off track. But yes, I do like High School of the Dead. But would it be good? Would it be a good Spider anime? The creators that would make a good Spider anime. Well, actually, yes. Spider-Man is one of the anime's Marvel characters I want as an anime. I think a Spider-Man anime would transition really well. I mean, the debacles of the Iron Man anime and the Wolverine anime don't really excite me, but with the X-Men anime and how that's going, I'm really digging the X-Men anime, and I can't wait to see the Blade anime, and still I want to see Spider-Man get his own anime. But, I personally believe that, while I do like the creators of High School of the Dead and where that directions that's going, I actually would like to see the animators from Ghost in the... Well, not Ghost in the Shell. Actually, no, I'd like to see that animation style of Ghost in the Shell to Spider-Man... to a Spider-Man anime. So... Not so, but I'd like to see how the creators of High School of the Dead would take a crack at it. But yeah, thank you for that question, Overnerd. And we're gonna move on now to Iron X Knight, and he also asked me one question. Iron X Knight asked me, "Do you believe that Courage the Cowardly Dog can be in a battle with heroes?" Okay, I mean, it's a bigger question, but to sum it up, can Courage the Cowardly Dog be in a battle with heroes? Maybe. I mean, I am a fan of the Courage the Cowardly Dog series, but I don't know. If you're talking like superheroes, maybe not. But if you're talking like regular heroes, but yes, maybe. I'm gonna give you a solid maybe on that. But that's actually a cartoon I actually liked when it came out back in like the early, I want to say late 90s, I believe. Okay, but thank you for the question, Iron X Knight. We're going to move now on to VSX Fedora. Yes, he finished his Q&A, and he also asked me 6 questions. And, he asked me, the first question he asked me is, name just a few of your favorite stories from each major company you've read. Just any you're fond of. Okay, Nightfall. And Nightfall's one. Superman Red Sun, Superman Ending Battles, Superman Brainiac, Avengers Under Siege, Thor versus Seth the Serpent God, Spider-Man Kraven's Last Hunt, Spider-Man Maximum Carnage, Iron Man Extremist, Irredeemable, that whole story, the story of Irredeemable, just to name a few. Your next question is favorite superhero movie. What, dude? You hated the using favorite in your movie. Aw, you suck. Just kidding. But yeah, favorite superhero movie. I have a few actually. Favorite superhero movies, and people have asked me this question before. Spider-Man 1 and 2, although a lot of people say, yes, those movies have flaws. They have a lot of flaws, but I think they're very good movies in general. Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2, The Incredible Hulk, not the Eric Bana Hulk, the 2008 Hulk. I thought that was really cool. Punisher and Punisher Warzone. Ooh, I like the Punisher movies. Weird. Who else? There was a few others. Constantine. I thought Constantine was really cool. Watchmen. I think that's about it. There's probably a couple more. Well, yeah, The Dark Knight goes and Batman Begins go without saying. Uh, Batman Forever. Ooh, I like Batman Forever. I like it. I don't think it's the greatest superhero movie ever, but I like it because it's fun. But I don't like Batman and Robin. Batman and Batman Returns. Not Batman Robin. But, yeah. Thank you for that question. We can move on now to your third question. Batman Incorporated. What do you think of Batman Incorporated? I think it's a fun idea. You know, Grant Morrison is taking Batman. I think Grant Morrison knows what he's doing when what he's doing with Bruce Wayne, and I really like the idea of Batman all over the world and all these crazy stories that make sense. Like the first story when they went to Japan, where they got attacked by a giant octopus and got attacked by someone from the Batman manga, Lord Deathman. I think it's just a fun comic book. When you think about it, Batman Incorporated just shouldn't work. But when you read it, it's like it all makes sense in a way. And there's actually one issue I can't wait to read with him and Batgirl, Stephanie Brown. Bruce Wayne and Stephanie Brown are going to a high school full of schoolgirls who are assassins. The cover just looks awesome, and I'm already sold on the cover. But yeah, that's a brief thought of what I think of Batman Incorporated. Fourth question. Favorite and least favorite events? Oh, comic book events. Okay. Favorite event. Let me talk about favorite events first. World War Hulk. I thought that was pretty fun. I'm kind of interested in Fear Itself, but I'm not going to call it my favorite. What was another one? Blackest Night. Blackest Night is another one of my favorites. War of the Supermen. That was a fun little Superman event. War of the Green Lanterns. What else was there? Crisis on Infinite Earths. Onslaught. The first Onslaught saga. I know there was more. But those are just some of my favorites. My least favorites are Civil War, Siege, a lot of Marvel ones. Secret Invasion, didn't care much for it. I mean, the idea was interesting, but the execution was just crap. What else was there? Oh, yeah, Secret War. I didn't care much for Secret War. Although maybe it's one of those books, maybe if I read it again, maybe I'll like it better. But yeah, those are just a few those are just a few to name off. There's probably more in my head, but I just can't think of them. What's your view on current events? I'm assuming you're talking about comic books, comic book events. What do I think of Brightest Day? Brightest Day is actually another one of my favorite events. I can't believe I just remembered it right now. Brightest Day, I like how that's going. I can't wait to see what they're going to do next with Flashpoint. I'm really hyped for Flashpoint. Can't wait to see how that goes. I also am interested in Fear Itself. Finally, an event that I'm actually kind of interested in since World War Hulk. But, yeah, that's just to name a few really hyped for Flashpoint, interested in Fear Itself, basically. Which series do you currently read? I think we talked about this last night, when we were talking on Skype. But to answer that question, yeah, I currently read Secret Avengers, trying to keep up with The Flash, no pun intended. But normally I just read I read Secret Avengers. Still can't wait for Warren Ellis to get on the book. Can't wait for that. I'm actually planning on reading Daredevil when it comes out, as well as Punisher, because Greg Rucka and Mark Waid are probably going to do fantastic on the book. But those are just a few. DC titles, yeah, Flash and Green Lantern and Green Lantern Corps. And I'm staying away from Superman right now, but Batman and, Detective Comics and Batman and Robin. And thank you for the questions, V. and we'll finish up the Q&A in a minute.